Hello everyone. My name's Les Thatcher. Welcome to another video or experiment. We're going to start calling them experiments because that's what everybody else calls them, with our Arduino. And using the C++ language, or a version of it. Right, we're going to carry on with this series, and what we're going to do, we're going to be making a motion detection alarm. Right, so let me just go over to this view. Bear with me, I don't know why this is not working. And we're going to be using what's called a PIR sensor, a motion sensor. Here it is. Hopefully you can see that. Let me just get it in line. A couple of things about this PIR sensor is that we can control the sensitivities. Now if you look here, right, oh, I'm going the wrong way. If we look here on the right, we can put a screwdriver in there and move it. If you move it fully anti-clockwise, that's the most sensitive. If you push it, turn it fully clockwise, less sensitive. So that's on the right hand side. The left hand side, again, it gives us our angle of the sensor. All right, fully to the right, anti-clockwise gives us the full angle. Fully to the right gives us a more narrow angle. So if you want to point it at a particular spot, you can adjust the sensitivity. And now we have two settings on this. We've got two settings. Got a jumper. Hopefully you can see that. We've got a jumper here. Right, the jumper. See if that's better. No, okay. Now, it's got 3 pins. If we put it to the leftmost pin and center, okay, whenever anything comes into that path, the alarm will set off. All right. But if we take that jumper off and put it, I don't want to do it, put it to the center pin and the right hand pin, if something comes into the area, it will buzz for a certain amount of time, then stop. Okay, there can be more movement, but it will stay stopped. For this experiment, we'll leave it center and left hand side. All right. And now we've got 3 cables on it. 3 cables, I've already attached them. All right. We've got ground, signal out, and VCC. All right, VCC. This component needs 5 volts. Excuse me. Drinking too much water. It's very hot here. Right, let's go to the schematic. If it comes up, for some reason, it's come up. My software is not working. Okay, there's the schematic. All right. So what we do, we're also going to be using the piezo speaker. We've used this before. All right, we've used this before. No problem. Okay. First, the piezo speaker, we need it to go to ground. All right, so I'm just going to put it on a ground that I've got up here. Oh, that's red. The black cable to ground. And the red cable goes to pin 5. Goes to pin 5 on our Arduino. All right. Goes to pin 5 on our Arduino. I'll put that somewhere where you can see it. Now our sensor. Obviously, black. The black cable goes to ground. The yellow cable goes to pin 6. All right, pin 5, sorry, pin 7, I believe. Yep, we've got a pin, miss a pin. Pin 7. And our red cable, all right, goes to 5 volts. All right, so it's in our 5 volts. All right, so I'm just going to put that where you can see it. We'll put that like that. Just, hang on. We need to try and make it as neat as possible. Okay, so it's like that. You can see everything there? Just move that back still a bit. That can go there. Probably move. I'll sort it out in a minute when we start going to test. All right. I don't know why my software's not working. I really don't know. Right. Here we are with our Arduino IDE. I've opened a new sketch. Right. And if your board hasn't already been picked up, remember how you connect. If you haven't got the selection there, select other board and port. And just to remind you, new sketch is file, new sketch. Okay. Now what I am going to do, tools, I am going to start the serial monitor. Okay, which is down here. And it's connected, our serial monitor. Okay, good. And what we do, let's do our code. Right, first of all, we need our variables. All right, our variables. So, int piezo for the buzzer. And if you remember, we put that on pin 5. All right, semicolon. Don't forget your semicolon. Int. We'll call that, I'm going to call it movement. Space equals, and we put that on 7. Semicolon. All right. We have another variable. It's out of the way. Int. And it's going to be called movement status. I'm going to put an S on the status. All right. Equals 0 semicolon. So movement status stands for now the value of 0. All right. Later on there will be we'll save it and we'll change that state when movement is detected. Okay. Let's go to our setup. Okay, so that's all our variables. So our setup. Okay. And it's our pin modes as normal. All right. Brackets on makes it a function. All right. Piezo. Okay, comma. And we want that to be an output. Right. We want that to be an output. That come outside the brackets, semicolon. Enter. We now have another pin mode. And we know what that's going to be. Oh, put a space in there. Pin mode. Brackets on. A movement. Comma. We need that to be an input. Hope you spotted that. Capitals. Cool. All right, so we've got our 2 pin modes. Don't forget your semicolons. All right, we've got our 2 pin modes. Again, piezo is an output. Movement is an input. Right, let's come down to our loop. Let's come down to our loop. Let me just put a few spaces in there so we can get, you know, you can see the code better. Right. Okay. So we're in our loop. The loop starts with the curly bracket. All right. So movement status. Right, movement status and equals. Right, equals digital read. Capital R on the read. All right, brackets. Can tell that the function has been recognized. It's changed color. Okay, and its movement. All right, come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Right. The value on pin 7 is an output. The result will be saved under movement status. High means 5 volts. Low means 0 volts. Right. Now we've got an if command or an if function. Movement status. Okay. Movement status equals high, all capitals. Come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Sorry, if statements, no semicolon, no semicolon. Right, enter, curly brackets on. Right, this starts the part of the program, the if command. Okay, if command, digital right, capital W on the right. Okay, digital right, brackets on, makes it a function, piezo, piezo, comma, high, right, comma, high. Okay, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. All right, the piezo should beep. This should start the piezo speaker. All right, then we want a delay. 5 seconds, so 5,000 milliamp. All right, come out, semicolon, enter. Next, we want a digital write again. Brackets on, brackets off, makes it a function. Piezo, comma, low, all capitals. All right. Go outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Okay. Come outside the curly brackets, all right, the curly brackets closes the part of the if command. All right, the if command up here. All right, enter. Go up a bit. And next command, we're going to do an else. Enter, whoop, back, else. Enter, curly brackets on. All right, opens the else command. That curly bracket, do a space, digital writes, capital W on the right, brackets on, makes it a command, piezo low, piezo, comma, low, capital. Come outside the curly brackets and semicolons. All right. That closes the else command. This closes the void loop and the end of the sketch. Right? And the end of the sketch. Right. Just quickly checking I haven't missed anything. Should we verify it? Let's verify it. Verified. It's compiling the sketch. Quick drink of water. Very hot here today in Spain. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't got your parts, then please look at the link below to the Sunfounder website. It's got all the parts you'll need for both Raspberry Pi and Arduino. Lots of kits and lots of robotic stuff. Okay, so that's compiled. There's no problems with the code. Shall we upload it? Let's upload it. Right, let's upload it. Let's go to overhead. Let's see if it works. Yes! Let's move me again. Get out of the way. Yeah, that works. That works. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll unplug that speaker for a minute. Let's change it to 2 seconds. Yeah. Let's upload it. Let me plug the compiling sketch. Sorry about the noise. Uploading. It's picking up movement. There you go. Yeah, it works. Let me unplug that. It works. So what we've done, we've built a motion detector, a motion alarm. You know, it's like one of the things you put in the corner of your room. You know, and when you walk in, sets off the alarm. Or you can put magnets on your windows. If they're broken, it will set off an alarm. Okay, great. Okay, quick little video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. We're moving on. And hopefully see you in the next video. Cheers then. Bye.